Okay, one last video for this particular topic. You can see now we're going to be dealing with natural log. So natural log is when you see ln up here, and that really just means that the base that really isn't written here is e, and e is that number 2.71. First thing we need to do with all of these problems, we just need to get it kind of the log part or the natural log part isolated. So I need to move some of these numbers around. So first thing I'm going to do is add 4 to both sides. Okay, so that would get me 6 times the natural log of 2x plus 10. Okay, and if I add 4 to both sides, 8 plus 4 is 12. Okay, and then I want to get rid of that 6. So 6 times natural log, I need to divide. I'm going to divide both sides by 6. So I have natural log of 2x plus 10. That's now going to equal 12 divided by 6, which is 2. Okay, at that point, that's where I would just, again, remind you that the base here is really e. It's not, e is a number. I know it seems kind of weird right now, but e is a number. It's something that's going to pop up every now and then. It's just like pi, it's a constant. It has certain applications, and so we're just going to get used to using it right now. But at this point, we can go ahead and we can rewrite this as an exponential idea. So that's what we're going to do. So it's the base, and it has to have a power. The power is the thing that's way far away, so it's going to be e squared, and it's going to equal the rest of the stuff, so 2x plus 10. Okay, so that's kind of an important part there where we understand that we are going to rewrite it as an exponential idea. Okay, and then the question here is, what's the value of x? And it says the exact value of x. That means we're not going to use our calculator. It means that we're not going to have decimals. It means that we actually need to type in a very complicated formula for our answer. Now, if you were to look at your graphing calculator, there is an E button on there. If you know where pi is, it's kind of on the right side towards the top. E is the button below it, and it's in that subscript. For me, it's under the second function, so for me it's light blue, but you would have a color that you would be looking for. Okay, so we could actually type something into our calculator and get E to appear, just like pi. That's just not the case, or that's not what we're going to try to do right now. So if I want to get x by itself, that's our goal. Now I need to kind of move some things away from the right side. So first thing I need to do is get rid of that 10. I'm going to subtract 10 from both sides. I don't really know how to combine a 10 with e squared, so I just have to leave it like that. Okay, and then I can't simplify that anymore, and then I want to divide both sides by 2. So I'm going to have e squared minus 10, all of that divided by 2, and that's going to equal x. So that's my answer. Now my goal is to figure out how do I type this into this program. Okay, so that will take a little bit of work, a little bit of maneuvering. So I want to show you how we do that. Okay, that keyboard is probably going to be kind of important again. Okay, so let's see. There may be a fraction button on here. I'm not sure. Okay, do I see a fraction here? Nope, so I think we just have to type it in a little bit more complicated. So in parentheses, okay, I have to get e to appear. I think I can just even type e. 9 there somehow. Okay, so I want to square e. Actually, the first thing I want to do is go over to this side. I want to put a parenthesis there. Okay, and now that I'm over here, we're going to square e. I'm going to subtract 10, so minus 10. Okay, then I'm going to close the parenthesis, and I want to divide by 2. So there's division, or you could probably just type in a slash, but divide by 2. Okay, we're going to submit that answer right there. Submit. Okay, yep, I think we do. Fingers crossed. And we do get the right answer. And they're going to show a lot of the same work that I do if you scroll through that. So again, I know I've said this several times in our videos today. I just feel like we have to get a little bit better at looking through this work, not rushing on to the next question. But if you get something wrong, you need to take some time and look through this. And if you are doing that, great. But then communicate that to me that you have been doing that and it's still just not quite going right. So that's kind of where we're at right now. That's going to be the last set of questions that you're looking at. All of these will have natural log. And that's all I have for you today. Hopefully I can figure out how to turn this movie off now.